All right, everyone. My apologies for being a slacker for the first, 4 games of the season. But due to the overwhelming demand from Tyson and Ryan, I'm back with the fantasy football update. So welcome back, everyone. Let's get right to it. We've got a nice matchup brewing on November 22nd here in the City of Sin. Number 9 Notre Dame. Won last week, 31-15 over Syracuse. That was a nice win for them. But they face the lone common opponent with USC this weekend as they take on number 14 Stanford. So that should be a good game. It's there in South Bend. Stanford is a good ball club. Trojans beat them a little bit earlier this year, so let's see how it goes. The Trojans, on the other hand, are number 16. Not bad. They were a 35-10 winner over Oregon State last week, and they take on Arizona State this week. There's rumor that your commissioner may be in attendance at that game. All right, so let's get right to it. Let's go to the standings first. We're off, like I said, we're 4 games into the season, and atop the heap, of all people, Paula's Man Snips, coached by Tyson, 3-1, off to a blistering start. He lost last week for the first time. He was the lone undefeated for a while, 596. He's 30 points better than Jake's blue and gold. But in the Cardinal division, Jake is on top with a 3-1 record, followed closely by Back That Pass Up from Rebecca, 3-1, and the Booty Eaters. Alex and his Booty Eaters are also 3-1, so we got a log jam atop the Cardinal division. In the Gold division, Paula's Man Snips is 3-1, and then we've got 3 teams clustered at 2-2. People of Color, the Rednecks, and Big Blue. All right. Last week I had a great performance from a lot of people. I beat Blood, Sweat, and Beer 160 to 134. But Kaepernick gives me 37. But the big production was people like Reggie Wayne and Frank Gore and Lamar Miller and Roddy White. I mean, just double figures up and down with the exception of a tight end because Antonio Gates sucks. For Blood, Sweat, and Beer, 48 out of Stafford, 16 out of Ty Hilton, 15 out of 16 out of Victor Cruz, 15.8. Eddie Lacy, good balanced scoring and not a bad outcome, 134, but not enough to hold off. Smell this. Also, last week, Big Blue lost it to Third Down for What? 114 to 102 over Big Blue. Swamp Donkeys and Paula's Man Snips. Actually, I guess Tyson wasn't undefeated last week because he won last week, 153.7 over Swamp Donkeys, 152.6. Both teams score 150 points in that game. Holy cow. John David Booty Eaters, 99.7 over People of Color. Ryan must have been on vacation. Gerard Invincibles, 106.5 to 107.9 for Back That Pass Up. Squeaked by Grandpa by 1.4 points. Got to help Grandpa out, boy. You see those names on his roster? Oh, man, where did he find those players? Rednecks, 161 to 138 over the Blue and Gold. So let's take a look now at week number 5. Smell This versus Big Blue. Peyton Manning is back this week, but Kaepernick has a nice matchup against Kansas City, although Kansas City is on the rise after beating the shit out of Patriots last night. Who knew? So I think, what's his face? Manning will probably get the start. But, right now it's a 107 to 105 game in my favor. Veronica has Cam Newton. She's got an empty spot at one of her wide receivers, so you need to fix that one, honey. Jamal Charles is looking strong this year. He's playing against San Francisco. That's not a great matchup. I am going to give the nod to Smell This. And it doesn't look like you can actually... No, yes, you can. Smell This. Pick to win. All right. Let's take a look at our next matchup, which is going to be Blood, Sweat, and Beer versus John David Booty Eaters. This is a chance for Alex to move to 4-1 and Danny to get to 2-3. Matt Stafford against Buffalo. It's a great matchup. Cruz against Atlanta, decent. Eddie Lacy against Minnesota. Packers are going to annihilate Minnesota. Brady. You got Brady. Booty Eaters has got Brady, and Brady got benched. I don't know, man. Randall Cobb has got a matchup against Minnesota. Michael Crabtree against Kansas City. It's 117-111 in favor of Danny. Blood, Sweat, and Beer gets the pick. Why does this thing always reload? These pages, these modules just reload randomly to the wrong week. It makes a smooth presentation very difficult. Nice work, Yahoo, and your UX for what? Third down for what? That's Jed Derone. Jed is right now 110, 134 behind Paula's man snips. Jed, very happy to have Tony Romo on his lineup this year. We saw that posting on Facebook. He's also got Des Bryant. He's got the 1-2 punch there in Dallas, although Dallas looked for real this past weekend. For Paula's man snips, Jay Cutler. How in the hell are you at 3-1 with Jay Cutler as your quarterback? Holy moly. Talk about your miracles. Eric Decker has a nice matchup, although he's questionable, against San Diego, and Alfred Morris against Seattle. Not a great matchup. I'm going with third down for what? Because of Tony Romo. Taking a look now at Swamp Donkeys versus Gerard Invincible. Swamp Donkeys. Swamp Donkeys. 0-4. Rick. 0-4, bro. 0-4. Although you're 90% favored over Grandpa this week. You got 123-72. I'm going to give the nod to Grandpa because I'm going to be giving that boy a call. And we're going to be making some moves on that roster. Mark my words. All right. And the Rednecks versus Back That Pass Up. Rebecca at 3-1. And Dawn at 2-2. This is a nice matchup. Dawn certainly has a empty tight end spot. It's 156-124 in favor of Rebecca, according to the Yahoo. Matt Ryan against New York Giants. Julio Jones against the New York Giants. 1-2 matchup. That's a good strategy right there. For Dawn, Drew Brees against Tampa Bay. The resurgent Tampa Bay. Jordy Nelson, who got 2 touchdowns for you last week. He's going to get 2 more this week. I'm going to give the pick to Dawn. And in our game of the week, oh, Yahoo, you make this so hard. Just keep the dang things, whatever, bitch and moan. People of Color, 2-2, Blue and Gold, 3-1. Right now, it is 116-120 on paper, a very close matchup. Cousins, he's got Cousins is in the quarterback. Ryan does. That's not Kirk Cousins. That's not a bad pick with RG3 being on the bench. Megatron questionable. Megatron got squat last week. Andre Johnson is questionable as well. C.J. Spiller has a matchup against Detroit. Detroit is not a bad team. They're on a 2-game winning streak. For Blue and Gold, Nick Foles against the Rams. That's all we got to say. Nick Foles against the Rams. This is going to go to Jake because the Rams suck. All right, so there's the week. We've got our overview. We've got our standings. We talked our smack about USC and what's that other team? USC and Little Sisters of the Poor. No, Notre Dame. Okay, that's the wrap-up. You happy, Tyson? You happy, Ryan? See you next week. So long.